I'm bad at names K asks, does creating your own in-house solutions for everything, or many things, make Resonite harder to update, because you don't get the benefits of third parties working on systems for you?
Oh, it actually does the opposite. Um, Usually when we build our own in-house system, it happens because like I feel like we got like a reputation a little bit like we like to do like our own in-house systems, but usually my first instinct is to do the opposite. I want to look for a library or something that we can use that's gonna save us a lot of work. Um, a lot of the things that we do at Resonite, like we end up like reaching a point where using a third-party solution doesn't quite fit our needs. It's like it essentially reaches a point like where like it's like we kind of have to more deal with the issues of the library just to kind of progress, and that's what ends up slowing the updates because it kind of puts roadblocks. And making our own in-house system lets us design one that is like a perfect fit for what we're trying to do. And because with Resonite, we're trying to do things that a lot of other platforms are not. Um, it ends up like requiring a lot of kind of like in-house solutions because we need like sort of unprecedented level of control over those systems so we can achieve our goals and make it fit with the rest of our architecture. Um, but yeah, like it kind of depends. But all of the systems that we have kind of in-house solution for, there's a justification for that. Like there's been something that made it necessary to have that system, because given a choice, I will like for example with Beppu. Beppu, that's a physics engine, is excellent. It's a big project. We wouldn't want to do that one on our own. And the way Beppu physics is written, um, it's very kind of low level kind of physics engines, which means like you kind of get to like adapt and integrate it in a way that suits your project. And I really appreciate like that kind of thing. And it's one of those things where um, I like I don't see us ever like making our own, at least like not in the foreseeable future. And we'll very likely kind of continue utilizing that one. There are actually cases even with that one where it makes things hard to update because right now what Beppu has done, a while back they actually moved to initially net 5. I forget which version it's on right now, but it essentially requires the more net runtime because they wanted to use some of the new high performance features of it, and because of that we can't use the upstream versions anymore, and we have our own modifications, our own fork. And I actually had to spend time backporting some of the updates they did, back to like something that works with net framework. So it actually made like there's already harder to update because of that. And it's one of the reasons we want to move, to .NET 9 so we can actually sync up with the latest version and make it easier to update. But oftentimes there's going to be something like that. The library does something that doesn't fit well with what we're doing, and it has additional work. We have a system, that is built specifically for a purpose that usually makes things smoother. So the main thing is, how much effort is making that custom system and maintaining it. And usually when the maintenance burden of like third-party library crosses over the maintenance burden of in-house solution, that's when we decide like we're gonna make the switch, we're gonna make our own in-house.